This video is all about water circulation system using pipe flow expert to solve a problem. This system demonstrates a recirculation design where some of the fluid is returned to the starting point to be circulated again, and some of the fluid is removed. The fluid to be removed is specified by setting a demand outflow from the system at various nodes. This type of water circulation system is found in pharmaceutical plants for distribution of high quality waters. The water is constantly circulated. Each takes off point can be used as required to draw water from the system. To model the 50% normal usage factor, some of the pipes have been closed using the shut off option on the pipe pan. The isolated nodes are ignored to allow the systems to be solved. To reinstate the shut off pipe, use the reopen option on the pipe pen. By changing the shut off reopen status for each pipe, it is possible to create a series of snapshots for the systems under various demand outflow conditions. Now let's open a pipe flow expert software to be able to solve this problem and analyze our results. Now I will start with adding a tank. Now it's an atmospheric tank. It's a kind of a gravity flow, so the liquid level of this tank is 2 feet. It's 2 feet. 2 feet. Then the bottom elevation of this tank is 8 feet. Now let me just call this tank the reservoir. Let me rename it the reservoir. Let me rename the reservoir. Now the next thing I'll do is to add pipe. I'll add a pipe from here down to this point. So now I need to define the properties of the pipe. So now I will say okay, the length of the pipe that is more common is what I'll use, which is 36 feet. So I'll change this to 36 feet. Now I'll click this material button. Now I will select the material I will select is steel schedule 40. So having selected it, I will now click this select button. Now the size is just the same size, by using the same size, which is a 3-inch. It's a 3-inch pipe, which is a 3-inch pipe, which is this. So now just select this 3-inch pipe. So having selected it, is highlighted. I can double click for the thing to be selected, or I use this select size. So selected size. So now it has been selected. So now I will now click this button, save data to pipe. Now the whole of this thing is changed now. So now what I will do now is just to come at this OK button, to click this OK button, and that is it. Now the next is to draw this other pipe here. This one is pipe 1, pipe 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the sixth one, the sixth pipe, which is X. And the next one, the seventh pipe, 7. Eight. The ninth pipe. And then this is the tenth pipe. This one is the 11th pipe and the 12th pipe. So now this now comes to the end of the pipe. So now the next thing I'll do now is I will select this point and bring it down to this point. So I will right click to stop pipe addition. So now I will now add another pipe here like this. Right click to stop pipe addition. Come to this node 4, add another pipe, right click, come to node 3, add another pipe, right click. Then now I'll do the same to this on this other side. Now I'll just add another pipe, add another pipe here, another pipe here, right click, add another pipe here, then right click. So we are practically good to go. The next, what I will do now is the whole of this line, is supposed to be at 6 feet. So I will select this, now make the changes. I'll select all these points and change this to 6 feet. 6 feet. Now the same thing to this place, change it to 6 feet. I'll select this, change the point to 6 feet. The elevation 6 feet. The elevation of this node are also they should be the same. So it should be 6 feet all through. 6 feet. This is 6 feet too. This is 6 feet. This is 6 feet. This is 6 feet. This is 6 feet. Now this point here, I need to change the output to. Now before I do that, I will go to units, specify units. I'll go to the flow rate. I'll change the flow rate to gallon per minute in USD. Click OK. Now at each of these node points, that is at the usage as a at kind of at the usage points, which is this point. The demand out at those points should be 18. This is demand in, demand should be 18. So if you click here, it will not be, you cannot key in value here. The only way to key in to make these changes here is to click this edit button. Now you will now make the changes to 18. Click OK. You select this point, click the edit button, change this to 18, just the same with all. So just select this, select the node point, select the edit button, type in 18, click OK, select the node, click the edit button, type in 18, click OK. Just the same with all of them. That is how to edit them. Now select the node, which is node 20, click the edit button, type in 18, click OK. We'll just do the same to all of them, virtually all of them. So we select this node 19, click the edit button, change the outflow to 18, click OK. The same with this node 18, select the edit button, type in 18, click OK. Select node 17, click the edit button, type in 18 at the output text box, click OK. So we're almost good to go. And the next thing to do is make changes to the length. Make changes. So now for us to make these changes, there are some dimensions that are the same. We'll keep those dimensions the same the way they are. So now, like here, this dimension is supposed to be 12 feet, so change it to 12 feet. This dimension is supposed to be 48 feet, change it to 48 feet. So now this is supposed to be 36. Then this one is supposed to be 40. We now need to change it to 40. This is supposed to be 42, change it to 40. You make sure you click enter. Then this one is supposed to be 60 feet, so change it to 60 feet. Now the whole of this is 36. Now the pipes down, this other pipe, these vertical pipes. Now but before we start with that, so now I needed to change the elevation of these nodes. Now I'll select this. This is supposed to be node. The node here is supposed to be 3 feet. The elevation of this node is supposed to be 3 feet. The elevation of this other node, the same thing, 3 feet. The elevation of this is 3 feet. The elevation of this node 20 is 3 feet. The elevation of node 19, 3 feet. The elevation of node 18 is 3 feet. The elevation of node 17 is 3 feet. Now the length of these vertical pipes, I will now make the changes. They are 6 in number. They are 8 in number. So go here, go to this edit default button, click it. Now the pipes I want to make changes are from 13 up until 20. So from pipe 13 to pipe 20, I will just select all of them. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pipes, correct. Now the changes I needed to do there is the length is just only the length. The sizes are the same, so I will just change the length to 3 feet. Now I'll just click this copy default pipe value to selected pipe. So I'll just click it, say OK. So the changes are made. Now if you select this pipe, now you see it's 3 feet. Select this one is 3 feet. Select this one is 3 feet. Select this is 3 feet. You see, I made the changes once using this edit default button. So that is it. So now we're almost good to go. Now actually we're supposed to use 50%. The normal design for this is supposed to be, we're supposed to use 50% of the system. Now that means I have to shut off this valve, this pipe, and this pipe, then this one and this one. So it's supposed to be have a balance. At this side, I shut two, leave 2. This same size, I shut 2, leave 2. That is meaning you have 4. This other line, you have 4. This other line, you shut 2, 2. Meaning you're using 4, you shut 4. So that is 50%. So the usage mode is 50%. So that's what was why we shot half of it. So now to short these pipes, what I will do is just to make a select the pipes. Now use this short button here. I'll click shut off. I will do the same to this. Click shut off. Then I will also select this. Click shut off. Select this. Click shut off. So now we're using just 2 on this other side, 2 this other side. Now I needed to add fittings. Now here I will just select this pipe. Now this pipe supposed to be, the size supposed to be 16 feet, not 36. So I'll change this to 16 feet. 16 feet. 16 feet. So now I haven't selected this pipe. I need to add some fittings. So what I needed to add is I needed to add an elbow. So let me get to, I will now move to fitting size. I need to get to size that is 3-inch size. So I select this 3-inch. It moves to 3-inch. So I need to add standard bend to that pipe. So I'll select this standard bend and say add selection to pipe. Then we also need to add gauge valve there. So I needed to select this valve, which is gauge valve, and click this add selection to pipe. Then I will now click this save button. If I click the save button, it will appear on this pipe. Now let me click the save button. See, it has appeared. So I've added fittings to this pipe. So now I also do the same to this other pipe. I will just select the pipe, then select the fitting button. I also come here. I can also do selection by double clicking this. So if this is standard bend, I can just, if I double click, the thing will be added here. So now let me just double click. Okay, we don't need standard elbow here. So for me to delete this, I will just come click this X button here to go off. What we need actually here is the gate valve. So I'll just double click save. Now we also need a valve, a pump. We need to add a pump there. Now the pump is supposed to be 2 meters. Then the elevation of the pump, it should be the same elevation of that pipe. So the elevation of our pipe is 6 feet. So now I needed to load a file that carries the pump performance data of that pump I was supposed to use. So let me go back. Now select the pump. So this is the pump we need to select. So this is the information. These are the pump performance curve data. I haven't included them. Now what I will do, I'll just click this draw graph button. I will now say save to pipe. Let me change the position to be, this is 48. Let me say 12 feet. Now I needed to add gauge valve at this usage point, because you also need a valve so that to control when to use and when not to. So I'll just select this point, add a gauge valve. We'll now add a gauge valve there. Just click add, save, click the save button. The same I will do to this. So now I'll just select this pipe, click the fitting button, I'll select the gauge valve, click this add select to pipe, click the save button to save it from the pipe. So now the same thing is applicable to this other one. We'll just do the same process. So now I'll just click this, the same thing here. I will just select this pipe, click the fitting button, select the gauge valve, select the add selection to pipe, click the save button. That is all we are done. We're done. So that's all for now. Okay, I needed to add a gate valve here too. I need to add a gate valve here. Select the gate valve, select the pipe, select the gate valve, then click on add select to pipe, then click save. So we are almost done. Good to go, good to go. So now the next thing is to run the system to see what comes out. Now let me run it. So the thing solved. With just 4 warnings. So that is it. So we're good to go. Now let's look at the parameters of the pump that were able to deliver this water circulation system. Now the flow rate is about 141.45 gallon per minute US value. So now the head of the pump is 10.39, while the net suction head of the pump required is 8.98. The efficiency was 56.6, and the horsepower is 0.656, not up to 1 horsepower anyway. Not up to 1 horsepower. So this is the point where it happens. So good to go. So it's okay. Let me close. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.